Like if Mike Brown's coming in here, he's like, all right, we're the 8th seed, 28 games left. Like, well, what would you change? Would you change anything or just like write it out?
I guess like the thing that you would change maybe, because I'll preface this by saying, we put out an article that goes through the pre-All-Star break grades for each player in about as short as possible. And De'Aaron Fox is at the top of that list, and it's probably the most engaging grade to either agree with or disagree with. But he got a B-. And that is mainly because of the level of inconsistency that seems to have haunted him for maybe the last 2 months. So it's like one of those things where, you've seen, his 3-point numbers are up, but his field goal percentage is down. His efficiency in the fourth quarter and his ability to take over in the fourth quarter is nowhere near what it was last year when he was the inaugural Clutch Player of the Year. And if anything, he's been like quite ordinary in fourth quarters and in clutch time and whatnot. And Malik Monk has kind of been that guy for the Kings this season, if anyone.
Mm-hmm.
And, there's like other things, like he was doing such a good job at the beginning of the season, limiting his turnovers. He was closer to 2 a game. I know that was like a goal for him. And he's turned the ball over just a tad bit more to get to the point where he's still at the same rate of turnovers, but his assists are also down this year. So that's worth noting. And he's been a good defender, but it seemed like near the last 2 or 3 weeks before the All-Star break, he kind of like tapered off a little bit defensively. I know that he got challenged by his coaches to work on closing out a little bit better. It was the Thunder game on the 11th that he got off to a terrible start defensively. Bad closeouts, a couple blow-bys. So there's been a lot of stuff that has really fallen off a little bit for Fox, especially as of late. After getting off to a great start. And if anything has to change for this Kings team, he's got to be more consistent. And whether it's just a mentality thing, which you can make an argument for that. Maybe he's shooting so poorly from the free throw line this year. That's a very mental thing. Maybe he's slightly affected by something. Who knows? Or maybe more likely it has something to do with an injury, which kind of brings up your second point in terms of like, should they change it or let it ride? Well, they've waited so long and it doesn't seem like his shoulder injury or whatever is bothering him, whether it's that or a combination of different things. They haven't given him any opportunity to really heal that, and it seems to still bother him due to his inconsistency. And of course, he has had some good games so that he can pull it out and play well, but it's like the sustainability of being able to do that is tough. So it's like letting it ride really is not very hopeful. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you don't really have a lot of time now to rest him because now you're 8th in the conference. You've lost 4 out of your last 6 going to the break, and it's not like you're necessarily on an upward trend. And of course, you can get back on one, but you're going to kind of need Fox for that.
Yeah, man, I wish they rested Fox. I don't know. It's just frustrating at this point. I mean, they still can. I mean, just rest the guy. I guess he had this time off now for the All-Star break, so hopefully that helped. But I'm just confused why he wasn't being rested because there was clearly something wrong, and there was clearly games where he was being more like hurting the team more so than helping them. And again, this was kind of goes back to last year and having that foot injury and him playing on it until it got too bad that he had to sit out. Because, I mean, I don't remember last year. I feel like he was playing decent. He definitely started playing worse when like it was aggravating him more. But like, did they learn nothing from last year? Because now it's just kind of getting out of hand, or it did get out of hand, and the Kings really didn't have the best of Januaries and early Februaries because Fox's play was just so bad. Not so bad, but considering the quality you need from him, it just was not up to par. And I know, you just need more out of Fox, right? I mean, if they want to do something. I mean, that's what we always said. He's Sabonis is the sail and Fox is the wind, right? And they're just going to go at, like, Sabonis is going to, keep him on course, but they're only going to go so far as Fox takes them.